Hello, Mr. Beard here with your class recap for English 9 on this Tuesday, October 2nd. We started today with our bell ringer, which was to do a four-level analysis over the following sentence. Odysseus built their bedroom around a tree. That sentence sounds a little more provocative than it would if you know the background. If you remember, we ended the Odyssey with Odysseus proving who he is by showing Penelope that he knows the room they constructed in their house, their bedroom, the focal point of their house, was constructed out of a tree, and that shows Penelope he is in fact Odysseus, and they can have their happy reunion, and that ends the Odyssey. So that's the background on the sentence if you were not here for that, and here is the sentence, and we're going to go ahead and do a four-level analysis on this. One thing also, if you see up here at the top, I gave out a grammar cheat sheet, which just means it's a note sheet that clues you in on certain things to look for when doing grammar, and specifically when doing four-level analysis. For example, it gives you different types of nouns. Is it common, proper, singular, or plural, concrete, or abstract? And while we go through these, I often ask students if they give me a noun. For example, in this one, they're going to tell me Odysseus is a noun. What kind of noun is it? And they'll say, well, it's a proper noun. For example, bedroom, what kind of noun is it? Concrete or abstract, they'll say concrete, so forth. Pronoun takes place of the noun. Subject pronouns, object pronouns, what person is it in, and what is its antecedent. Students struggle to remember this, so I've got it right there for you. An antecedent is just the noun it replaces. John likes fish because it reminds him of him is taking the place of John, so John is the antecedent of the pronoun him. Adjective is a word that modifies a noun or pronoun. You have article adjectives, which are very common. We see these a lot in our four-level analysis. And we have 3 degrees of adjectives: positive, comparative, superlative. This is not something you need to focus on. I can promise you we will not be tested on it in this English 9 block, but it is something there for you, especially for my Grammar Geek squad, those students who have demonstrated mastery and are just dominating these grammar quizzes and tests. I expect them to be able to go a little bit beyond the average here. Different types of verb, different types of tenses, helping verb, singular, plural, action or linking, transitive or intransitive. Remember, transitive just means it has a direct object. Adverb, conjunctions, prepositions, interjections, so forth. That's the parts of speech. So let's quickly go through the parts of speech for the spell ring. Now remember, here's the sentence right here for you, as I'm going to go ahead and focus in a little bit better on that. Odysseus built their, make this a little brighter as well, built their bedroom around a tree. Identify parts of speech. Well, Odysseus, as we said, is a proper noun. We can't put noun there. Built is a verb. Again, go beyond that. Stretch it out. What kind of verb is it? It's an action verb. Predicate. There. What part of speech is there? There is a possessive pronoun. Bedroom is a noun. Students today, and they were able to tell me it's a concrete noun. It's not an abstract thought. It's something you can touch. Around is a prep. You guys are doing, by say you guys, I mean you students in my classroom, you guys are doing so much better at recognizing prepositions right offhand than you were at the beginning of the year. So thank you for that. Your hard work's paying off. A is an article, adjective, and tree, again, is a noun. It is the object of prepositional phrase. All right, so that's parts of speech. Parts of sentence, things like subjects, predicates, direct objects, subjects, linking verbs, subject complements, so forth. Our subject is right here. It is Odysseus, so I'll put that there. Our predicate is an action verb, built, and what received this building? The bedroom. So the bedroom is our direct object, and we do not have an indirect object. Here's your notes for today. So down here where it says additional notes, right now I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to write this if you're writing from home. If you have an action verb, this is right on your cheat sheet as well. If AV, look for direct object. Look for something receiving that action. If I kick something, what am I kicking? The soccer ball, the chair, my little brother? Something must be receiving that action, so look for that. Identify phrases, okay? we were able to see that around a tree is a prep phrase. So I'm going to go ahead and write prep phrase there. And again, handwriting, terrible, I know, sorry. Identify clauses. We have one subordinate independent clause. So we have one main clause. Identify type of sentence. Now, I'm going to flip back to my grammar cheat sheet here where it says types of sentences. You have sentence structures like simple sentence, compound, complex, and so forth. Sentence types are as follows: declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. This was another note I want you to write, and additional notes. Write this. Declarative sentences are by far the most common. It is hot today. I like chocolate. Sarah is nice. Peter is boring. These are all declarative. We're making a statement about something. So those are by far the most common. Interrogative sentences are sentences that ask a question, almost always end in a question mark. Is Peter boring? Is Sarah nice? Do you like ice cream? Those are all interrogatives. Imperatives are you make a command or request, and they haven't understood you. Open the window. The subject is the understood you. You open the window. Stop doing that. Pause this video. Those are all imperatives. Exclamatories show emotion. Wow, that's hot. I can't believe how nice she is. Those are all, and they often end in exclamation points. Exclamatory exclamation points. So, going back to our 4-level analysis here, what type of sentence is this? It is a simple declarative. Simple declarative. And then the last thing, this is typically not part of 4-level analysis, but we've spent so much time diagramming. We will diagram simple, basic sentences. I'm not going to make you diagram big, elaborate, longer sentences that we will get to. But when we have simple sentences like this, I found it very helpful to have that visual element, so we will go ahead and diagram that. And when we do, it looks like this. So this is our subject, built, again, AVP. Bedroom is the thing receiving that, is a direct object. There is a possessive case pronoun. It's an adjective modifier. Around is a prep. Tree is the object of the prep. And A is an article adjective modifying tree. So that's what the diagram looks like. After that, we took a look at clauses and phrases. I am not going to teach this to you because we are going to be hitting this all week. I will put this PowerPoint underneath our video on our class website. Very quickly, a clause is just a subject and a predicate working together. They can stand on their own, or they can be dependent, meaning they have a dependent subordinating conjunction opening them off. They have a conjunction plus a subject plus a predicate. So they could not stand on their own. Here are a couple quick examples. So those are clauses. We'll be, again, talking about those throughout the week. The thing I like about this is where grammar and writing are directly coming together. Our I can statement today was to use phrases and clauses to improve our sentence fluency, which means by throwing in some phrases, by throwing in some clauses, we break up that simple, boring, simple sentences like the one we just diagrammed. We've got to get out of it. We spent so much time diagramming those just because we want to start with the basics that our writing is that simple. And now we need to start throwing on some dependent clauses, start throwing on some appositive phrases, and really make that writing have fluency and rhythm. And the way to achieve that rhythm is through variety, which can be done with phrases and clauses. After this PowerPoint, we had a couple hands-on questions with our Grammar Geek Squad going around helping students who are still struggling with this concept. So kudos to my Grammar Geek Squad, and I say that as with utmost affection. If you've ever been to Best Buy, you know they're the experts that you go to when something goes wrong. And so those of us that have questions, we go see them when something goes wrong with the computer, because we're not experts. Well, those of us who haven't demonstrated mastery yet, we're not experts yet, and that's okay. But the Grammar Geek Squad members have, and they did a great job going around coaching us up and helping out students who are still maybe had a couple questions, which is totally fine at this point. So thanks to them and thanks to everyone for working really hard today. It was a great day in the classroom today. After that, again, just a reminder, we have our Part 2 Odyssey test on Friday. So we had a study guide, it loads up here, that covers just Part 2 and that gears us up for the test on Friday. This study guide, fully completed in complete sentences, is due on Thursday, and this is on our assignment calendar. And that covers what we did in class today. This was a longer one, so thanks for staying with me if you did, and we'll see you tomorrow.